Behold, the Ecstasy 104. Quick introduction in here so that we can take a quick look at the Ecstasy 104. This guy in here, what's new, you might ask? Well, this is the first time Reinhold has taken the whole Ecstasy platform and he has redone it. Now all the classics are there, but everything is elevated to a new height. We have the addition of a new channel. That's the big part of this new Ecstasy 104, okay? So, but nonetheless, we still got the classics. We got your green channel or channel 1. We got the blue channel or channel 2. And we have the red channel or channel 3. Now, the additional one is the purple channel. Now, the purple channel is called channel 0 because we didn't want to confuse people thinking that, oh, 4 channels, there's going to be an over-the-top gain, like more gain, like brutal, like way up there. No, it's not. It's actually bringing it back to like a classic, let's say a JMP early 70s, like a little more aggressive on the plexi department, but not really a plexi. Now, we still have the plexi mode that you guys are all familiar that the Ecstasy has, but this new channel is a great addition to this amp. We have a master volume in the front. You have the EQ in this section here. This is channel 0 and channel 1. They share the EQ, kind of like in the old Ecstasies, the blue and the red channel share the EQ. Now, you do have, for the clean channel, is bare bones. There's no presence control, and it's just what you see right there. So you have volume and gain and EQ plus a bright switch. That's it. That's it for the clean channel. Pretty straight ahead. No boost, nothing. Now, purple channel, same thing, no boost, but you do have a pre-EQ. Now, it's called pre-EQ. It's not like, sometimes people see that, they don't really know what it means. It's just because one of the settings is a little bit darker, one is neutral, and one is like a bright switch. So brighter, neutral, and a little darker. Now, also, the purple channel has a, you can scoop the mids in there. Now, for those of you that are familiar with, generally speaking, I'm not saying this is what it does, but generally speaking, people that love, in the Nashville area, that love the Nobles or the Nobles ODR pedal, will find this, it kind of it covers that territory when you use that scoop kind of setting. If not, you put it in the, if you don't want the scoop, it's, you know, it's just a scoop the mids or not. Your choice. Now, moving on to the next section, you have your blue channel. Now the blue channel has obviously the boost. red channel also has a boost. The boost is for channel 2 and 3, blue or red, okay? Each channel, the red and the blue, they each have their own, up in here they have their own bright switches. As you can see, they got these mode switching here and a modern vintage switch down here. Now each one has their own volume and their own gain control, and in this side you have a deep switch, so if you want like that profound type of low end, you can get that in there, and a shift for the mid-range. It's a little more in your face, a little bit less in your face. Now the cool thing in this guy is that now for people that love to only have the blue channel, now you can select the blue channel for both the red and the blue with the mode switch. So you can put that in the middle, and now you have two blue channels. You might ask yourself, why do I want two blue channels? Well, maybe you want one for leads, maybe you want one a little brighter with the bright switch, and you don't want the extras that come with the red channel. So, or for those of you that want the red channel twice, then you can do the same thing. You can just, with that switch, select both in the red, and then you have two red channels. Okay? Now, what is added in here is you could have the plexi mode, which is in the blue channel. Now the boost does work with the plexi mode. Off. Now I have the bright switch engaged over there in the plexi mode. Here's how it compares to the purple channel or channel 0. plexi. All the way in the mode switch to the bottom, you got the plexi, and then in the red channel, you have an 80s mode. Pretty cool, super useful. I actually really love that 80s mode in this red channel. It can get you some of those early VH kind of tones, just bitey, aggressive rock and roll. And then the red is just a little smoother, creamier. You heard it. Now in the back, you have the presence control. The presence control only works for channel 2 and 3. So blue and red in the back. Also, we have the addition of MIDI control, so you can control this with your favorite MIDI controller. Now, in the front, over there in that little corner, channel select on top. You press it. If you don't have the foot switch, you can select with that. Then in here, you can select the boost for channel 2 or 3. And in down here, you can select the effects loop. If you have effects, you want to activate it, you get it in there. Now, in the foot switch, you have the same controls. You have the 4 channels, plus the boost, plus the effects loop. If you don't want to have to select or not select, and you want the effects loop always on, there's a switch in the back. You press it, and the effects loop always stays on. If you want to select it for certain things and not other things, then you can control it with the foot switch. Or you can, if you have it programmed with your MIDI and whatnot, then you can do it that way. Now, this has a memory, so if you switch channels, it will remember what you had selected if you selected the boost and the effects loop, for example. Now, if you go again to the blue, and then in here I just want the boost but dry, no effects on, then as you can see, it goes, as you go back to it, it remembers it. So, if that makes sense. Now, when you're programming your foot switch, you hold down that channel select button, and then it'll click and flash the lights, and that will get programmed that way. Pretty straight ahead. Obviously, you got to read your own MIDI controller manual and read our manual for the amp, and so you have a better idea on how to take advantage of those features. All right. Now again, down here, this switch down here is your modern vintage switch. To the bottom is vintage, and to the top is modern. So you get a little wider range in the low end and brightness, and then the other one is more of the vintage vibe. Now you have a half power switch in the back, so you can go to 50 watts as well. Now real quick, for the line of how things are hooked up in here, again I'm going with the aux. I'm going with the V, California V. I think it's a vintage 30s vibe. It works great with vintage 30s, with greenbacks. So at the moment, my favorite to go with this amp is the G1265s. I like it both in real person and the version that is in the aux for that. It just kind of like really makes it kind of nice for what I do. To finish that, the aux goes into the Apollo, and the effects that you're hearing are universal audio effects. Okay, this amp is gonna come in 2 voicings. We're calling it voicings because is basically you're gonna have your 606 and EL34. But right now, we're calling the EL34 the black voicing is tuned for EL34s. The gold voicing will have a gold faceplate, and that one's 606s. This amp will come in those two voicings. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, subscribe. Any questions you have, write them up right up in there. All right. See you guys soon. Again, Ervin, guitar player out of LA, testing amps for Bogner. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.